Section 107 of the Copyright Act allows freedom of expression, permitting the unlicensed use of copyright-protected works if such expression is for criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, or research. All forms of media used here have been originally captured or have been edited to reflect unique publication as to respect the original publisher, which Section 107 of the Copyright Act allows.
Much like a growing baby in the womb, the United States spent some time in the development phase before its official birth as a nation on July 4th, 1776. On this day, 249 years ago. Our nation's birth has always been celebrated today, even though the American colonies declared independence from Great Britain on July 2nd, not the 4th, when the members of the Second Continental Congress voted 12-0 on a motion to officially separate the American colonies from British rule. July 4th actually was the day when the final version of the Declaration of Independence was adopted by the Continental Congress. It actually still needed final signatures through early August, but hey, July 4th is still a cool day. Other than that, however, there are more strange aspects to the story, as well as odd occurrences on the anniversary of that Declaration adoption day, such as two key figures in drafting the Declaration of Independence, Thomas Jefferson and John Adams, dying within hours of each other on July 4th on the country's 50th birthday in 1826. So it's the 4th day of July, always being used to mark the start of our nation, but in 1946, it marked our nation getting smaller when the Philippines declared its own independence from the United States. But what's been going on outside the borders and government to make our nation's birthday just as strange as any Friday the 13th or Halloween? Well, feast your brain on this report, the absolute strangest occurrences, coincidences, and crimes of July 4th. In the New York City borough of Queens at the World Fair, police discovered a suspicious bag and moved it to an area away from the large crowd. About an hour and a half later, it was carefully opened to reveal dynamite. Then, seconds after, the bag exploded, instantly killing 2 police detectives and wounding 5 other people on this day in 1940. Police later questioned more than 100 suspects, then eventually warned the public that 1,500 detectives were actively working on the case. Despite this, the case remained unsolved, even with the New York mayor offering a $25,000 reward for information leading to an arrest. The case, however, remains a mystery still to this day. After a 120 million mile journey, Sojourner, the first remote-controlled interplanetary rover, touched down on Mars, riding the NASA spacecraft Pathfinder on this day in 1997.
Liftoff of the Delta rocket with Mars Pathfinder, and the vehicle has cleared the tower.
Pathfinder used parachutes and airbags to create a landing more advanced than anything in NASA history. Sojourner sent 10,000 images of the landscape back to Earth, as well as important information about rocks and soil on Mars. The Pathfinder mission cost $150 million.
Set of solids falling away. All things look good. 1 minute 12 seconds into the flight.
According to a nationwide shootings tracker, the website Gun Violence Archive, which defines a mass shooting as a single event with 4 or more victims either injured or killed, there were 22 mass shootings 2 years ago in one day alone. This day, in 2023, this outbreak of homicide affected 17 states as well as Washington, D.C. This 2023 4th of July mass shooting phenomenon killed 20 people and injured 126 more, marking a very horrific day in American history. An anonymous tip led the LAPD bomb squad to more than 32,000 pounds of illegal fireworks in someone's backyard, of which were determined too dangerous to transport due to some being damaged or leaking unknown chemicals. The bomb squad then decided to detonate the fireworks on scene, so they rolled in a disposal truck called the Total Containment Vessel, which had already been used to detonate explosives 41 times. This time, however, due to a crucial miscalculation of the amount of explosives in the vehicle, Attempt 42 injured 17 people, damaged 13 businesses, 22 private homes, and 37 vehicles on this day in 2021. The incident led to much revision of the department's protocol and the transfer of 5 officers out of the LAPD bomb squad. Last but not least, let me present to you the most random fact I could find from July 4th. Ken Salazar, the Secretary of the Interior, reopened the Statue of Liberty's crown to the viewing public on this day in 2009. It was previously closed since the 9/11 terrorist attack of 2001. Guests on this day were among the first in years allowed to climb the 354 steps up to Our Lady of Liberty's crown. However, anyone else following Lady Liberty on Twitter could see pictures of the event as well. This has been just a few of the absolute strangest occurrences, coincidences, and crimes of July 4th, brought to you by DuggaloNation.com. Please be safe today and have fun celebrating our nation's birth, 249 years and 2 days after it was born.